J is five. It's Roy Jones.
This bout is scheduled for 20.
One of the hottest tickets around. And there's the bell for round one. He just misses with that jab. Nice counter punch. So that left lands. He threw the hook, didn't land. Crowd is dressed to impress here tonight, and the fighters promise to do the same as we cannot wait for this, our main event.
God, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches actually echo. If you're a fighter coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. Still swinging with nothing left. Left punch. Got out of the way of that right hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter-punches are the best.
He misses with that jab. Exchange here from both men. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. The counter fighter relies a lot on her instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Misses with that jab. He can't score with that uppercut. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class. It sometimes comes down to who's in better condition.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs. And he just missed with that left jab. Neither man really defending themselves. Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. At this point, you gotta believe he can't win on the scorecards, gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
There's the bell to start round 4. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff. He blocks the uppercut. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Just misses with that big right hand. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
There's the bell for round 5. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Tom. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
defending. And wait a minute, a left hand lands. I don't believe it. One of the all-time greats, Robinson, goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Can make or break a fight.
There's the bell to start round 6. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Oh, listen. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us. He blocks the jab. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong. One punch could change everything in this battle. He blocks the hook. They both want a highlight reel knockout. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it. Here we go. It's round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Disaster averted. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Good one. Neither man really defending themselves. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters. These punches coming from every angle. power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store. And there's the bell for round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Missing with the hook. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments. He parries away that left hook. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Missed him with that uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
This is when you talk about championship material.
There's the bell to start round 9. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance? With that jab. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating, just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape. And here comes the 10th round. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
What are they doing that now? Are they trying to get an ending out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Is 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round? Nice job by him to block that jab. He parries away the left uppercut. A little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nice defense there to stop the right hook. Hit hard, and he may be ready to go. How are they still standing? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight. This is the 11th. We've entered the championship rounds. A lot of energy put into that last round. Can they keep it up here?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Missing with the left hook. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That could be the real difference.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
This has been a very competitive round between these two. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Back to life now, starting to land some punches. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
There's a lot on the line here.
We thought we would have made it to 12. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there, they want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to...
Sugar, I don't believe it! One of the all-time greats, Robinson, goes down!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. Back and forth they go. One punch could change everything in this battle. And he fails to score with that left hook. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. It, a unanimous decision win.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.